Hello everyone and welcome back to my opinion. In this video, I'll be previewing India's third Super 8s match versus the West Indies at the Eden Gardens. Let's get into this preview. Starting off with the stats at this venue, I'll start off with internationals and then move on to the IPL stats. In this T20 World Cup, 5 matches have been played at the Eden Gardens. Batting first has won 4 times, batting second has won once. The average first innings score is 182, the average second innings score is 147. Pace economy 8.53, spin economy 9.12, pace wickets 44, spin wickets 31. I've said this many times before. Seamers have bowled more overs than the spinners at many of the venues, so the wickets proportion would show that seamers have picked up more wickets, but spinners play a big part at this venue. Now, if you're looking at the economy difference, spinners are shown to have a greater economy than the seamers. And I think that's because of the fact that in some of the matches, part-timers have bowled and have conceded, I think, the 14, 15 runs mark, and that's increased the economy rate. And batting first has yielded the most victories. The one chase was a chase of 155. Moving on to the IPL stats, batting first won 4 matches in the previous season, batting second won 2. Average first innings score 199, average second innings score 180, pace economy 10.87, spin economy 8.4, pace wickets 40, spin wickets 32. And in this case, it's almost a 2.5 run difference between the economy rates. So I feel, as per the IPL stats, the good spinners will bowl well here in the middle overs. And an example of that would be for KKR, Varun Chakravarti, Sunil Narayan, they bowl on every match. So I feel if you've got good spinners at this venue, they do come into the picture. And the team that wins the toss should bat first. And now the playing 11s for India. I'll first read out my 11. I don't think they'll go with this 11. I don't think they'll change the 11. This is the 11 that I've gone with. Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Tilak Verma, Suryakumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Rinku Singh, Akshar Patel, Arshdeep Singh, Jaseep Bumrah, Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarti. I mentioned these 11 in my previous video as well. And according to me, in the high scoring venues, they do not need batting depth. I think only in Mumbai and Ahmedabad, Tilak Verma should open the batting. Ishan Kishan should bat at 3. But in this case, Ishan Kishan to open, Tilak Verma at 3. Then you've got Rinku Singh, number 6, ahead of Shivam Dubey. Then you've got Kuldeep Yadav to play as one of the 4 frontline bowlers. West Indies, then England, and then I think most likely South Africa. None of those teams, on whichever surface they play, none of those teams would enjoy playing against Kuldeep Yadav. In India's case, it got 2 spinners, Varun Chakravarti, Akshar Patel. Varun Chakravarti is an offensive spinner, Akshar Patel is a defensive spinner. Varun Chakravarti goes for runs, then you've only got a defensive spinner left. In this case, you've got 2 offensive spinners, then a defensive spinner, would give him more of an assurance policy. Number 8 batting is not needed, especially against this West Indies bowling attack at this venue. And you've got this India batting lineup. So I feel they should be brave and go with this combination. If they want to play Sanju Samson, factoring that in, you've got Sanju Samson to open, Tilak Verma 3, Ishan Kishan 4. And from now, after the previous match, you've got venues that have got truer bounce. In that case, Suryakumar Yadav can bat at 5. And he'll still be able to play well because you've got the bounce to aid him when he plays square of the wicket. Hardik Pandya, I think he should bat at 5 in my 11, but in this case, he's batting at 6. Then Akshar Patel, then you've got the 4 frontline bowlers. I don't think India would change the combination, and I think they should play the combination that I suggested. And if they are going to go down the batting depth route, which according to me they shouldn't do, they should play Rinku Singh ahead of Shivam Dubey, but I don't think they would do. Now the West Indies have made 2 changes. Shea Hope, Roston Chase, Shimon Hetmeyer, Shafane Rutherford, Rovman Powell, Jason Holder, Akhil Hussain, Gudakesh Modi, Matthew Ford, Shamar Joseph, Jaden Seals. Some may ask, Romario Shepherd scored 52 in the previous match. Why they left him out? He bowled 2 overs, I think, in the second innings, none for 22. He took a hat-trick against Scotland, which I didn't think was something where he didn't beat the batsman. The wickets sort of fell by themselves. No discredit to him, but I feel in this case he's more of a batsman who can bowl. You've got this many batsmen. You're looking at this bowling attack. The previous match they conceded that score with 9 wickets. It's fair for South Africa. In my view, to strengthen their bowling, you've already got this many batsmen. Matthew Ford is a swing bowler, can also score a few boundaries at the end. So that's what I would go with here. And Brandon King hasn't been scoring bigger runs in this tournament. Previous match he scored 21, but he hasn't looked as assured. Ruston Chase, they played in the previous match for some reason, left out Akil Hussain. If you want to play Ruston Chase and maybe bowl a few overs of off spin, he could open instead of Brandon King. He could bowl a few overs of off spin if needed. And I brought in Jaden Seals, who I think will be playing his first match at this tournament. And that's because the Eden Guns have got to score 55 in the power play. Akil Hussain needs support. Akil Hussain of both three. And then Matthew Ford and Jaden Seals. Now, instead of those bowls, if you bring in Romario Shepherd and a Jason Holder both in the power play, have been going, I think, almost 12 and over this tournament, then Akil Hussain has got no support. Whereas I feel in order to bring offensive fast bowling options, I think Shamar Joseph should also bowl. In my view, I'd bowl him in the power play. He's been doing well outside the power play this tournament, but I feel he can bowl in the power play. That's how we first saw him. And then Jaden Seals can also bowl in the power play. I bring those two in. I feel to let India get off to a start. They've not got the bowling option in the middle to pick wickets. They'll find themselves in trouble. So this is the 11 that I would go with. And now when getting to the edge as to who can tackle the conditions better, for India, I'll be using the 11 that I think they will go with. At the Eden Gardens, you've got to get that 55 run mark in 6 overs as a batting side. Which top 4 will help you get there? For India, I've got Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson, Tilak Verma, and Ishan Kishan. And for the West Indies, you've got Shea Hope, Roston Chase, Shimron Hetmeyer, and Shafane Rutherford. And according to me, for India, as I'd said, I would play Ishan Kishan to open, Tilak Verma 3, Sukumar 4. But in this case, I feel that batting out, they've got confidence in the previous match. And I think against this West Indies attack as well at this venue, they would fancy their chances to get 55. For the West Indies, they've also been doing well with the bat. But I feel India's bowling lineup is better. So I've given the edge to India in that regard. But both these batting sides are good. And now the middle overs, who would navigate through the middle phase for India? You've got Suryakumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Rinku Singh, Akshar Patel, or Shivam Dubey. But I would play Rinku Singh, but I think they'll play Shivam Dubey. For West Indies, you've got Rockman Power, Jason Holder, Akil Hussain, Gudakesh Moti, Matthew Ford. The West Indies have also got batting depth, but I feel India have got a more reliable option, so the batting edge goes to India. West Indies have also been doing well, and the fast bowling edge and the spin bowling edge goes to India. So I think India can consider themselves as favourites to win this match. But I feel they've got to play Kuldeep Yadav. The West Indies, the one thing they could hope for in terms of a batting perspective is that if Varun is scored off, if he goes for runs, then you've only got a defensive bowler and Akshar Patel. And you saw against South Africa that without the second offensive spinner, when Bumrah and Arshdeep will bowl in the power play, you don't know when Hardik Pandya will bowl. Sometimes the bowler in the power play is done well. Other times the bowler with the fourth bowler is gone for runs. So if West Indies manage a way to at least not give wickets to Varun Chakravarti in the middle phase, then they can look to get a big total. But I still feel, even if Kuldeep Yadav doesn't play, India have got a slight edge going to this game. Let's see what happens. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share. Friends, with my opinion, watch yours.